You know, when I started this channel, I kind of promised myself that I wouldn't swear or try not to swear or swear as much, because don't get me wrong, I'm a guy who loves to cuss. I love to cuss. I just don't do it as most of the time that I'm recording my videos. Not gonna say most. Some of the times, my kids are around. They might be right in the living room, right outside of this room that I'm in right now, which is my son's room, and I might, I don't want him to hear all that, cussing and stuff like that. So I try not to do it, and most of the time I'm shooting videos late at night, but still when they're asleep, and but I just don't want to make it a habit to go ahead and cuss, because sometimes it becomes a habit, and then when they're wrong, you start doing the same thing. So I just didn't want to go ahead and do that. So that's why I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to cuss when I made this, when I created this channel. But this guy, this fucking guy, Dr. Oz, Dr. Meth Oz, I call him that. His real name is according to the Google, is Mehmet Oz. I call him Meth Oz because he sounds fucking. Sometimes it's like he's just on fucking drugs or something. I'm just gonna read what this guy says. What this guy said. Dr. Oz. Oh my God. When Fox News host Sean Hannity wondered what would it take to reopen the country amid the novel coronavirus pandemic, he turned to his trusted source on all things medicine and science, Meth Oz, or as you know him, Dr. Oz. He went on. Oz said, "First, we need our mojo back." He suggested that some things could be opened without getting into a lot of trouble, such as schools. I tell you, schools are very appetizing opportunity, he said, adding that resuming classes, according to his reading of a new medical journal analyst, may only cost us 2 to 3% in terms of total mortality. That death rate, he concluded, might be a trade-off some folks would consider. Who the fuck you think would consider losing, if you're talking about kids, just the kids, who the fuck you think is willing to lose 2 to 3% of, according to the 2020 census, there's over 77.2 million kids enrolled in schools right now. 2 to 3% of that is about 6.5 to, that is over 6.5 to about 10 million. I'm sorry, that's in terms of the whole country. In terms of the whole country, you're talking about over 6.5 to about 10 million people, because it wasn't clear on who he was talking about. If it's about kids enrolled in school, and like I said just now, there's over 77.2 million kids enrolled in schools right now, according to the 2020 census. That is 1.5 to 2.3 million kids you're talking about, not including the teachers. Maybe, I don't know how many teachers they are, but I didn't actually research that part of it, but that's a lot of lives. No matter how you put it, that's lives. Even if it was just 1,000 lives, that's still a lot of lives, man. That's still lives. You're telling me the money is more important than the people's lives? I don't know how many schools you need to go to, how many degrees you need to have to be as dumb as a fuck as Meth Oz. I don't know what the fuck you need, because I don't understand the shit he just said there. And he got backlash online because of that shit, because of the shit he said. He's just like his buddy Trump, in my opinion. He's coming off like him. He later on his show on Thursday, he came out and he kind of had an apology or whatever he said. He said It was a mistake. I made a mistake. Motherfucker, that shit was not a mistake. You said an entire line. I don't know, after you said that first line, it may only cost us 2 to 3% in terms of total mortality. You could have, after saying that, you could have just realized what the hell you was at and then stop yourself or correct yourself. Then you went on to say the death rate might be a trade-off some folks would consider. That don't seem to me like no damn goddamn mistake. That wasn't no goddamn mistake, man. You're fucking quack. And he has been accused of that in the medical field before. He's being called up to Congress. I believe it's Congress or Capitol Hill, whatever the hell it is. You know, he went to Capitol Hill and they grilled him on his weight loss stuff that he puts out there. That, you know, and there's articles that he's doing this stuff for personal gain, you know, personal capital gain, because he's making millions of dollars on this bullshit weight loss stuff that he's putting on there that I've never tried. But my girl has tried that stuff. She watched his show. She went and got some bullshit that he put on his show and talked about miracle this and miracle that. Took the shit and got sick. She got sick taking that shit that he put out there. All of these miracle weight loss nonsense. Then now he's putting out his show as the headquarters for the most accurate and up to date news on the coronavirus. My ass. Tons of doctors in the medical field who dispute the things he's been saying. And the thing is, Trump is eating out of this man's hands. Trump is listening more to him than people in his own administration. There was an article I seen just the other day when somebody from the administration says they don't understand why Trump is listening to this man. What next? Are we just going to deputize Dr. Drew next? Because that's how it feels like. Like, you have people in your administration who's telling you things and you're just going off what this guy tell you because you want a quick way to reopen the economy. And I understand the economy is losing millions and billions, maybe even trillions of dollars right now, but the people's lives should come first. Now, there are some things that some doctors have been saying that I agree with, that the flu has been doing a lot of things, and something that Trump said too kind of makes sense, that car accidents kill 45,000 people a year in this country, yet we don't stop people from driving. Well, you don't, but you come up with laws. You created laws to stop to try and stop that from happening. You put police out in there to monitor, make sure people ain't speeding, people ain't doing the things they're supposed to do. I mean, it doesn't prevent accidents and deaths from happening on the road. I mean, because you don't have enough cops to watch every single person and how they're driving and what people are doing. You know, I've seen people on the road, women driving and putting on the makeup on, and people on there eating and looking at their phones still. People still driving and texting and looking at their phones. I still be seeing that. I almost got hit by a car crossing the street one day because this man was on his phone texting and turning and almost hit me. Almost hit me and my son. So I know I see people still doing things like that, and the police is not everywhere to see everything. I was hit by a drunk driver backing out of a one-way street, almost hitting me and my son when he was just I think 2 years old, pushing him in the stroller. I think things like this, you know, the police can't be everywhere, understand that. But this is a new virus, and I think, you know, it's a new virus, and some people say this thing is just overblown. It might be, but all the deaths is not something that's overblown. But this man here is a fucking quack. Meth head Oz is just a fucking quack. I'm going to go read something else that, that is being said about him. It's over here that Fox has turned to Oz on a range of topics far outside his background as a surgeon. And that's what I've been saying. I've been saying this man is a fucking surgeon. Who gave him the license to be talking about shit that he has no background in? No, he's not a specialist in any of it. Fox and Fox asked him, when should schools reopen? What drugs are effective against COVID-19? When will there be enough ventilators? Oz isn't a biologist or a pharmacologist or a logistics expert, but he doesn't hesitate in answering with the confidence of an expert, name dropping corporations, elected officials, and medical journalists along the way. Exactly. I'm like, just recently, the governor here in New York, I don't know if it was a week or two ago, how long ago it was. I saw him on a rant. I was just walking by. I didn't know what the rant was about, but I seen an article that came up on my phone talking about that the governor shut him down because he was doing his own research on the drug. What's that drug? That goddamn drug called again? Yes, hydroxychloroquine. The governor shut him down, and he's upset that people in the medical field, I guess they're against him or whatever the hell. Who gives a fuck, Dr. Oz? Who gives a fuck? Shit. It's not like if you're gonna stop doing what you're doing. It's not if you're gonna get canceled or anything. You're Dr. Oz. You're Trump's buddy. You could do whatever the fuck you want, right? It says, for example, he echoed Hannity's and Trump's promotion of hydroxychloroquine, an anti-malaria drug. He praised South Dakota governor, whose state is doing widespread testing of hydroxychloroquine, but is also home to a significant coronavirus cluster after she held off on issuing a stay-at-home order. He's repeatedly mentioned research on the drug by doctors in China, directly quoting them on air. I know, I've heard him said that China, and he even said that this thing was caused by a bat biting an animal. Like, he was actually there to see this shit happen. This man talks like so much confidence, and that smirk, that evil smirk he has, like he knows what he's doing. Like, he was actually there and saw the bat bit whatever animal it was, and then they're saying animals cannot pass it to humans. I've seen online people wondering, if they're saying animals cannot pass this thing to humans, how did an animal, because the Oz is saying an animal, we got it from a bat that bit an animal. So how did the animal give it to us if animals can't give it to us? I have no idea. This man sometimes, like I said, he's a fucking quack. He's a fucking quack. Dr. Oz is just a fucking quack. Meth head Oz. That's what I call him. Meth head Oz. Guy's just fucking crazy. During an appearance on Fox and Friends earlier this month, Anthony Fauci, Trump's infectious disease expert, urged caution in response to Oz claims. Although there is some suggestion with the study that was just mentioned by Dr. Oz, I think we've got to be careful that we don't make a majestic leap to assume that this is a knockout drug, Fauci said. We still need to do the kinds of studies that definitely prove whether an intervention, not just this one, is truly safe and effective. Oz pushed back during a later Fox and Friends spot, suggesting that Fauci should respect the studies conducted to date, even if they were small. Listen, Dr. Oz. Listen, Meth Head Oz. Listen to me. Probably wouldn't even see this fucking video. Probably even watching shit because he knows the criticisms are there, and probably wouldn't even give a fuck because all he cares about is the fucking money he's making from this shit. He doesn't even give a fuck. Listen here. I don't want your fucking vaccine. I'll tell you this right now. I ain't taking that shit. For the first year, I am not taking that shit. I don't want your immunity cards. I don't want none of that fucking shit. I probably wouldn't even use my fucking phone if they implement this contact tracking shit. I'll just leave my fucking phone at home. And that's kind of ridiculous how they planning, but let me go back to meth head Oz. I don't want your fucking vaccine. Just let me fucking die. Fuck it. I don't want your fucking vaccine. I would not be your fucking guinea pig. The same as any other drug that come out. You see all the goddamn drugs with the side effects, and I understand where Fauci's coming from. Every time there's a new drug, you see them on TV, all these drugs, the side effects is longer than the benefits. It's like a page, 2-3 pages of side effects, and the benefits is one thing. I've seen these commercials on asthma drugs that's supposed to make your asthma better, but the side effects is death. The side effect is a side effect of the drug is more intense asthma. So you could suffer from more intense asthma than the one you're already trying to fix. What fucking sense does that make? What fucking sense does that make? I will not be your guinea pig. I will not. This drug is for malaria. And even with malaria, there are side effects. Like any other drug has side effects. Being that this drug has side effects, I'm assuming because like all drugs does, being that this has side effects, even with the people who have malaria, they're trying to find out what, I guess they're trying to test. And the word out there, the sight word of the day for my son, the side word of the day is test, because you need to see what the side effects are on people who don't have malaria. So that's the reason why they are trying to test to make sure. And you just want him to just go ahead and use it as this fucking miracle drug. This fucking miracle drug. Well, the mortality. You should be a fucking mortality piece of shit. My God, this man is stupid. I don't know how much years of school you went to be this fucking dumb. But I guess money makes people fucking stupid. Look at all these goddamn senators, and I hate to turn to the politics, but you see there's a difference between, hear me a senator, these fucking governors, but I hate to, I was just saying I hate to go to the politics. I don't give a fuck about Democrats or fucking Republicans. I don't give a fuck about left or far right or far up or far down. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn about that shit. That shit don't mean nothing to me. All I see them as a bunch of opportunists who's just there for the fucking money. That's all I see them for. And people need to stop voting for fucking party and vote for fucking policies. I understand some people believe voting for Trump. Some people voted for Trump because they like his policies, and some of them just did it to stick it to the Democrats, and some did it just because they don't want a woman to be a president, and some of them just did it to stick it to Hillary because I guess because she stood up for her husband. Whatever the fuck the case may be, it doesn't fucking matter. What is done is done. These Democrats need to stop trying to get Trump because he won the election. However, if you get help from Russia or not, we don't give a fuck right now. You can't do nothing about it now. You still can't prove it. And you're still trying to find ways to whatever to just try and beat him in a fucking election. That's all. That's the only option you got. I've been saying that for months, like for the last 2 years. Just let the shit go already. Like, I'm not hearing anything but no policies, nothing being passed. All I hear is this bullshit. Russia and all this bullshit that has nothing to do with fixing the country. No ideas from both sides. Everybody's fighting against each other. Even up to now, they're still doing that bullshit. But I'll save that for a different video. But this man is a fucking quack. I don't know how I'm going to say that, but he's a fucking quack. He should be fucking Daffy Duck or some shit at this time. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this man. Oh, fucking Christ. Oh, shit. The man said, I still can't get over him saying the trade-offs I guess for the fucking Republicans, I guess they don't mind the trade-off. I guess they don't mind the trade-off because they want to reopen everything. They care about the money. Like I said, I didn't even finish my thought before because I just get sidetracked by all this bullshit that's going on. But a lot of them Republican governors waited. They waited. It's like there's a difference between these Democrats who are the governors and how they're handling things compared to what is going on in the states that have Republican. And I wouldn't say all of them. I wouldn't say all states that have Republican governors, because there are some, and you know, like Florida, for instance, just WWE is an essential service. Wrestling, live sports is essential. You mean to tell me the sport with the most fucking contact in all other sports, in all the sports besides the UFC, that is an essential business? Are you fucking kidding me? People on top of each other. If golf, a non-contact sport, is shut down, tennis, another non-contact sport, that is shut the fuck down. How the fuck is WWE people basically fucking each other in the ring? I know I shouldn't even say that shit because I'm a fan of wrestling. I love it. Shout out to AEW. But, and I'm not saying this because I'm a fan of AEW. I like WWE. I want WWE to succeed. I just don't like the product they've been putting out for the last, I don't even know how long, for like the last, since the last time I was even able to watch and I enjoyed WWE was back in 2006, to be honest with you. I believe it's 2006. And then when I finally returned and I didn't even know, I stopped watching because it got boring to me for a while. I returned and started watching when Seth Rollins had came back from his knee injuries or whatever. It kind of was fun for a little bit, and then it got boring again. It's just you know, people writing shouldn't. I don't know, man. I mean, I understand it's foretold and who wins and who lose. You go lose, you go win, whatever the hell. But you should. The promos and stuff just sucks. I don't know, man. People don't see themselves. Some of the people that's in there, I've seen them on in like ROH and other promotions, and they were so good. Their promos were so good, and then when they got here, it was like, who the fuck are these people? That don't sound like you. They don't sound like how you sound before. They sound like some fucking jackass in the back is writing your promos. But just that's how WWE wants to do the business. Whatever. More power to them. I ain't gonna watch you. I don't watch Raw. And this has nothing to do with Vince. Some people say people are not watching WWE because Vince is in power. I don't give a fuck if Vince is in power. I just don't like the product. I don't care who's responsible for it. I just don't like what I'm seeing. So I don't watch Raw. I don't watch SmackDown. And being that NXT and that NXT and AEW come on at the same time, I don't watch NXT. And I could record NXT, but then it's gonna be like Impact fulling up my fucking DVR, and I'm not even watching the goddamn thing. I record Impact every Wednesday, every Tuesday night from Access. I play the shit, and I don't even watch it. It's on playing on the TV, and I just go in the room. I just go in the kitchen and washing dishes and preparing stuff for my kids. And by the time then my kids, I want to watch TV, exit out, put on Nick Jr. or some shit, and that's it. I don't even watch the guy. I don't even watch the shit. I don't even know what the hell's been going on. I mean, besides Tessa Blanchard being the champion and all this bullshit. But yeah, I keep getting sidetracked by all this bullshit. This meth head man have me, this meth head man have me going on a fucking rant. I mean, this man is pushing back at Fauci, an expert in infectious disease. And Trump is listening to this fucking quack, this meth head motherfucker. You know, I mean, I don't know what more I can say. It's not like if Trump is listening to his own advisors, he don't listen to nobody else. He does what he wants to do. Just like the idea he said he had the sole power to reopen the economy when he doesn't. Because he didn't shut the shit down, so how can he reopen it? He waited. He played the shit off. Now he wants to blame the World Health organization. You were warned, and then you come in with some fucking dumb excuse. I didn't read it. I guess I got the letter, but I never read it. So then it's your fucking fault. If you didn't read it, which I doubt you didn't, that's still your fucking fault. Whether you read it and think it wasn't a serious thing, still your fucking fault. You are the president. You tell me you got a letter warning you of something and you didn't read it. I ought to see the letter and whatever. How stupid does that fucking sound? How stupid does that sound? That's like a mother saying, "Oh, my kid was hanging off a fence by his leg. I didn't mean for him to lose his leg. I saw him hanging there to figure, he'll get out on his own." What the fuck kind of stupid shit is that? He ain't taking blame for it. You are the president. You're supposed to take the blame. All the presidents have taken blame for shit they haven't done. But you ain't taking blame. You are the president. Whether you taking it or not, people are blaming you. You're the cause. Because this could have all been probably, I'm not going to say for sure, it could have been avoided, or it wouldn't even been as bad as it is now if you had acted right away. If you had acted right away. But that's for a different video I'm going to do right after doing this one right here. I don't know much more where I can say. There's not much more I can say. The only thing I can say is just ask you people to please like, share, subscribe. Leave your comments down below. Don't forget to hit that bell notification icon and follow me on Twitter, Instagram at TalkWithMe36. And that's it for this. I don't know the video or fucking rant I just did, but whatever the fuck it is. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.